everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Gundam card game Mission Log series, the weekly series where we go to locals to play Gundam with our deck and see just how well we can do. If you like this video and you enjoy the series and the Gundam card game in total, be sure to drop a like rating on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I know nearly 90% of people that watch these videos have not done. If you're coming back on the regular and you're enjoying the content, you might as well subscribe. It is completely free to do so and helps me out a ton. While you're down there, drop me a comment down below with any of the Newtype challenges that you are looking to be attending over the next month. And also, while you're there, check out my link tree where you can find me on other social platforms. This week's going to look a little bit different in terms of what we're used to for Mission Log, because at the time of recording this video, I won't be able to be attending locals, so I won't be at an in-person locals, but still wanted to get a video out and a little bit of testing in before I play my Newtype challenge, which by the time this video goes live, I will have already played. So hopefully I'll be having a video with gameplay from the Newtype challenge. If not, we'll do a sit-down style video and we'll review and go over the event. But as I said, I still wanted to get some testing in, so I've decided to turn to one of the fan-made simulators on Windows PC. We're going to try it out. We're going to test out the green-white Operation Meteor deck that we played in last week's video of the Mission Log and see what we can do in an online scenario. Plus, we can give a little bit of experimentation and review of GDSim as well, which is the program that we are going to be using. Worth me mentioning as well, before we get into the gameplay, that I have not been affiliated with GDSim in any way, shape, or form. I've not been approached to do any kind of official or sponsored review or anything like this. This is just a complete, full, original thought process and thoughts of what this simulator client is like, because we don't have too many for Gundam right now. This one looking like it wants to be one of the biggest and leading contenders. So not only are we looking and checking to see how well our deck is going to do, with a little bit of a tweak from last weekend as well, but also what this simulator is like. So let's go ahead and jump into some online gameplay. So here we are then in GDSim, and we're going to have a rock, paper, scissors to see who is going to go and pick the turn order. We win the turn order by choosing paper, so we are going to go second, and this hand looks like a mulliganable hand as well. I don't see Overflowing Affection on turn one. I do see Bird Mode and Zawart. We do get the chance to draw for turn though. You know what? I'm gonna keep this hand. We're gonna see what this is like. It's part of the testing scenario as well as going to be taking some of the lower opportunity hands, seeing what we can do with them. We're going second anyway, so we have that EX resource and the level advantage to kick off. And this bird mode is going to be really, really nice to help us out. So it looks like on one resource on level 1, our opponent doesn't have anything to do, so that's totally fine with us. We have nothing here that we really want to do on resource 2. Don't want to burn the EX early for the Zawart, especially because our opponent hasn't played anything on level 1. So we are more than happy to go ahead and pass the turn here, and our opponent might be looking to pass on turn 2. They are indeed. So we've got open window here to just go ahead and play the Zawart. Would be a little bit better if this was Lafrith in this situation, because at least on the next turn we could then go and swing into base for 2 and then play the bird mode, but it's totally fine. We've also got Death Scythe and Duo Maxwell link pair for next turn as well, potentially. They're going to play out Rizel, so we're playing something to do with blue. My guess is it's maybe blue-white, and it's Unicorn Control, which is totally fine if that is the case. So it's just Rizel and pass here. We now draw Wing, and I think even with the opportunity to go potentially Death Scythe plus Duo, I think Bird Mode is still the play here. Because we've got Big Death Scythe as well. So we'd be up to 5 resources, then go to level 6 the next turn, and we could go LR Death Scythe plus Duo Maxwell. I like the sound of that. So we're going to play bird mode. We're going to get ourselves the EX resource. We will pass there. Nothing on action step end. If they want to swing in with the Rizel into base, I can jump in the way with the Zawart. That's totally fine. Or we just let them have it and set up for LR Death Scythe plus Duo Link Pair on next turn. So decent start, I think, for us here, having not seen Overflowing Affection. 4 resources here, so they could potentially have starter deck Gundam, which they do. If they've got Amuro Ray, we could be in a little bit of trouble here. They'll end up resting down the Zawart, probably trading into this, getting a repair trigger off of the Gundam, and then swinging in with Rizel to base. But it doesn't look like that they have the link pair, which is quite nice. If they don't, means our Zawart is still nice and protected. Yes, still on pair, they can go ahead and rest down Zawart next turn. That looks like that's going to be a pass. It is indeed. Okay. So, interesting state we're putting in. We draw Timbre, which is the card that I'm experimenting with in this deck. I think we still just go Death Scythe here, because it means that the link pair, we are refunding the EX resource, and we're essentially turning that into a permanent resource, which I like the sound of. So we are going to go ahead and play LR Death Scythe. We will link pair with Duo Maxwell. Effect gets us the resource here. We can then go ahead and swing this into shield area. I would have liked one of these units to be rested so we could first strike into it, but popping EX base seems fine. And I can then also go ahead and swing the bird mode into shield area just to get a little bit of early advantage. We get rid of a Shower of Resolve, which is very, very nice. So that means we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go to level 7 next turn, so we don't quite have Wing Gundam 0 range, unfortunately, which would be great in this board state. Wipes out the Rizel and brings the Gundam to 1. We're getting intercept orders here. Okay. So it's going to rest down the Zawart. So it tells me that there's no Amuro that's coming this turn. And we're attacking in here. Timbre doesn't work against units, unfortunately. This just works as shield area cards. That's okay, though. They do repair 2 at the end of this turn. But we do have the Death Scythe that can swing in. I'd also love to draw into Hero Yui, or like Path to Victory or Defeat, to be able to look for Hero Yui, or even Baby Death Scythe. Gonna take Rizel into bird mode here. That's arguably fine as well, I think. Puts them on 1. So our Wing Gundam 0 play in 2 turns' time looks very, very good. One small criticism I do have about this sim early on, and I'm sure I'm not a developer by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm sure it's like really, really difficult to get all this stuff right. But you can see here we've had intercept orders getting played this turn. We've now had a Show of Resolve. None of the resources on my opponent's resource area have been rested, so I'm having to like keep a mental track of what they've played and stuff, which is okay. Like, it's fine. We do top deck Duo Maxwell here, which is kind of disgusting. So we can just go. Unfortunately, this is hero, so that doesn't quite work. But we can just go bang and bang, get a link pair, and then what do we want to attack where here? 5/5. We'll put you into you. And leave both of our units on 2 HP. You've got no resources open because you've used everything, so that's fine. I could have also unforeseen. I might unforeseen on this attack here, because I like the 6 HP. I like the 6/6 staying around. So we will perform an action step here, and we will activate Unforeseen Incident, targeting the Rizel, and only take 1 damage back. Yeah, we're at a decent spot here. We're in a decent spot here. So that's the end of the action step. We lose 1 damage. That's fine. We can pass the turn. No action on end, and we've got 8 resources ready for Wing Gundam 0. If they just like litter the board with little bodies, they've got 9 cards in hand, which is crazy. But we've got some nice units on board. We also still do have this wing that we could just go ahead and use on next turn to generate some pressure. Again, I'd like to see Hero or Path to Victory. We've got Kshatriya. Okay, Kshatriya could be trouble. 7/5 gets the link pair as well with Marida, which is gonna be able to ping the Death Scythe for 1 more with the Marida Cruise effect. So I suppose you're just trading. You're not killing this Death Scythe though. So where are you going to attack with this? Do you just pop the EX base? No, you are going to take the trade into the Death Scythe. I've got nothing on action. You've used basically all of your resources here, so we're not in worry of Battle of Aces or anything like that. Okay, that's fine. That could have been significantly worse. Unfortunately, it turns us off of our like Wing 0 play, because it blows up our Death Scythe, which we really don't want. They play Vesalia's base, which is fine. We just clear it with the Death Scythe anyway. Okay. Oh, and we get the Hero Yui link pair as well. That's very nice. Okay, well, we'll attack and clear the base. And I suppose we just keep pressure. Like, we don't need link pair for Wing 0. So we just play Wing here. We just link pair it, because we might as well for tempo. Now we've got a 7/7. And they had to work very hard to get rid of the big Death Scythe on their board. We get rid of Baby Kshatriya, so that's fine. We've still got Tamba up in hand as well, and the resources to do it if they find Grandad plus Link. We get Repair Trigger as well on the Death Scythe, which is nice. So we have 2 damage. So we are dead to Kshatriya and Cruz, but it only takes out the baby Death Scythe, which has already put in like so much work. And now we've got this big breacher. Okay, we get Battle of Ace. It's okay. I mean, it puts them down to 5 resources remaining, which they do have Grandad. Do they have Amaro? Yes, they do. Okay, it's a 6/5, so we're not dead. And our Wing 0 does just take it out if they attack into the rested Wing LR. Which means that we don't have to necessarily worrying about attacking into this to get the breach trigger going. This is also something that needs a little bit of tuning, is the targeting system. It's a little bit wonky at the moment. Okay, you're going into base. Okay, I get it now. So they're wanting me to take the attack into Grandpa. But that's fine though, because they've got 1 resource left up after this. And we draw another Wing 0. It's only 3 damage. Honestly, I think it's fine. I think we just attack this, and we get the breach trigger. You've got in theory 1 resource open. Yeah, that goes through, gets rid of it. Breach trigger takes care of a GM. Our wing will live from the Wing 0 because it's high enough level. We pass the turn. And just say, like, you need, again, like, Kshatriya plus... We can't even Kshatriya plus Marida this, can you? Because Marida is equal or lower level, and Kshatriya is a level 5, so you would have to link pair and swing into the rest of Wing Gundam for us to do anything. Okay, Anxia. Yeah, Anxia helps, and then Gun Tank, potentially, to deal the last ping. Another Anxia. Okay, that's fine. But, like, this second Wing Zero in our hand now is just looking like disgustingly good value. This is just a board wipe on their side. Okay, Banshee mode's a little bit more awkward. Banshee is a little more awkward. We get Lafrith. We are at 10 resources, so we can Wing Zero plus Lafrith. Which we will play the Wing Zero, because that 2-for-1's the 2 Anxias. That's totally fine. Yeah, we'll might as well swing shield. I don't see why not. No action step. It is Corsica base, but that's fine because it's not their turn, so they don't get the token. And they're now down to 0 life, so they have to kill this. They've got 16 in trash, so they can, if they get Marita Cruz, link pair, swing base, swing Wing Zero. Wing Zero gets first strike, but that still makes the Lafrith super, super valuable. Because even if they first strike, unless they've got a way to kill the Lafrith, I just chump block and then double swing for game. So I think we're in a pretty comfortable position here. And again, they need to have Marita for this first strike effect to go off, because it's only during Link. So what do you do here? Do you, like, I mean, you're playing blue-red, so you've not really got many blockers. Gun Cannon. Okay, Gun Cannon Link pair. That's annoying. Rest down Little Frith. Still need Marita for this, though. And you do have a 4-4 now. So I suppose you go, like, swing and swing? Okay. And the Gun Cannon gets the repair 1. Okay, this has become a little bit awkward now. Okay, they've said GG. Are they conceding here? Another destroy mode. Okay, so no Marita Cruz coming here. So they're going into Lafrith with the 4-4. Makes sense. That kills that. Oh yeah, but they can't kill the 0 now. In theory, if they don't have Marita Cruz. Okay, they are just passing the turn. I've got another Wing Zero as well. Okay, well we'll swing into Corsica base. Okay, I have to swing into the shield area apparently. No action step. You've got nothing. Cool. We'll swing for game. No action step. And that's the win. GG's. Ooh, double Kshatriya in hand. That's unfortunate. What do we have in life? We did have an underground desert base in life, but nothing else really that we were looking for out of the burst there to start with. And we had Path to Victory defeat in at top of the deck. But overall, not too bad. I mean, the hand wasn't, perfect, but we had enough of an easy early game start, and we got the link pairs where it mattered to be able to ride the storm, and then double Wing Zero was just insane value. So yeah, not bad at all. We will absolutely take that performance against Red Blue Ping, which is one of the higher respected decks in the GD01 format right now. So that's not a bad start. Let's get into game 2. Okay, so into game number 2 that we're going to go. We'll choose Rock, and we win the die roll again. So we will choose to go second. That's going to be a mulliganable hand, though. That is way, way too slow. So we are going to redraw, see what we get. Okay, it's workable. We've got Zawart, we've got Lafrith for the early game. We don't have Overflowing Affection or Wing Bird mode at all, but nothing on level 1 for my opponent. There is Wing Gundam Bird mode. So we're happy taking turn 1 off as well. So it's not aggro, it doesn't seem, or at least not like red-green aggro at the very least that we're up against. And is this going to be a pass on resource 2 as well? It is. Okay. We are happy seeing that, because it means that we can freely play this Lafrith down now and pass the turn. We've got bird mode ready for next turn, getting ourselves in towards Death Scythe plus Duo. Okay, back-to-back Lafriths. That is okay. So it's white. We've got Desert Base now as well, but I think this is just a simple bird mode play. Get the EX resource. I don't have to worry about burning it yet. Puts us up to level 6 for next turn, where we can go into Death Scythe plus Duo. So far so good here, I think. Anything on 4? I'm expecting blue-white here. Okay, they're going to go into base here. I'm going to let you have this. I don't see a harm to do 2 damage here, because if it's red-white and I block and they've got Battle of Aces, then we're in a little bit of, we lose the Lafrith quite cheaply. 2 damage to EX base is fine, especially when we're holding on to Underground. I think that's totally fine. Unless now we're going to get punished by getting a link pair on blue-white. No, it's going to be Strike Dagger plus Striker Pack. Okay, and they're going to make the 4/2. Okay. I mean, either way, we still have a first striker here. So, I'm not too worried. And we can swing in with the bird mode as well, and they can either block with the strike or just let 2 damage go. So, I think we're still in an okay position. We're going to go Death Scythe. We're going to go Duo Maxwell to get the link pair. Get the 6/6, get the EX resource that we burned back, essentially. We will then swing 6 into the rest of the Frith, because we've got first strike for this turn. So even if they want to block here with a sword, we still take it out. Action steps resolving. I have not got anything. So the Frith is going to die. That's fine. I will then just mimic what my opponent did with the Lafrith, but this time go with bird mode to go into the EX base. Looks like no block declared with the sword strike, which is fine. No action step for me. Gonna put them on 1, and I think we pass there. I'm fine with keeping the Lafrith up, because again, if they want to swing in with the sword strike, then I block with Lafrith. If they want to swing with the strike, I can block with Lafrith as well. 3 and 4 doesn't really matter while I've got the EX base there still. Still don't know what secondary color they're playing at this point, if they are playing a secondary color. Okay, they're going 4/2 into 2/2. Unless they've got... oh, okay, they're just going to scoop. Okay, so it was blue-white control. They did have Unforeseen, but kind of a whole load of nothing else, really. And it was Academy package, it looks like they were running. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, playing this out further, what was the... So we had Path to Victory or Defeat for the next turn's top deck. Don't know what those next 5 cards would have been that we would have seen from Path to Victory. Whether that would have been a hero to combine with Wing, another Death Scythe to combine with a Duo, or something like that. Timbre, Death Scythe Baby, Bird Mode, Hero, Death Scythe, Adult, and Lafrith. So probably unlikely there would have been a Death Scythe off the top 5, but... I mean, either way, we'll take the quick victory against blue-white. Okay, game 3 then. We'll go paper again, and we win the die roll. We'll go second. That is not a bad hand at all. I mean, it's a bit blocker heavy, but we've got Overflowing on turn 1. We've got Path to Victory. So I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. We can find some better stuff with Overflowing, hopefully. And see what this game generates for us. Nothing at the end of turn 1 action step. We top deck Duo Maxwell. Now just give me some units to work with. Okay, we get Bird Mode. I will drop... I mean, I drop Lafrith here, I guess. There's no real need to keep a hold of 2 Lafriths at this point in the game early on, while we've got Zawart as well. Depending on what they do here on Resource 2, we either drop the Zawart or we drop the Lafrith. They are going to overflowing themselves, dropping Underground Base. Okay, so it's a Green-White Mirror. Okay, good to know. And they're just going to straight up play Underground Desert Base. Okay. That seems okay. I mean, it prolongs the game a little bit. We now get our own Underground Desert Base. But we are, in this situation, just going to drop Lafrith and pass. We're going to have the inherent advantage because we've got the EX resource and we've got the ramp. They're going to overflowing again. Okay, so they are really, really digging here. What the hell is that card? Sword Strike Gundam. Okay. Plays a warp pass. That's fine. We now do get Death Scythe ready for the next turn. Death Scythe plus Duo. We'll do that. You're out of resources, so I mean, sure. I'll just go 2 into shield area. You got 4 resources, so if you've got Baby Death Scythe plus Duo, then punished a little bit, but 2 chip damage into base seems fine, especially when we know we've got Death Scythe coming next turn. And we've got Bird Mode as well to be able to get some chip damage on. So 4 resources. What have they got at level 4? They're going to pair Kira. Okay. Has to swing into me. And yes, my power is going to go. So, okay. That's still fine because we're still going to first strike into it with the Death Scythe. They play Bird Mode now. Okay. That's a little more scary. And pass. I still think we're in a good position here, though. I still think we're in a good position here, because we play this, we burn an EX resource to get the Death Scythe on board, we refund it back straight away and make it become permanent, because of the Death Scythe effect. We will first strike into the Zawart, just to get rid of it out of the way, because this Kira Yamato is going to be a pain in the ass. That dies, we take nothing back. We'll chip away again at the Underground Desert Base, offer them the trade of bird modes. It's done its duty. And then pass. Little light on units for next turn, but we do have Path to Victory or Defeat in hand. We do have Baby Death Scythe as well. And whatever we draw off the top of the deck. We've also got Overflowing Affection, so we can filter quite nicely next turn. They're at level 6 right now, so if they've got Death Scythe of their own, it's a bit of a pain. Okay, they're going to take the Bird Mode trade. That seems fine for me. No response. Bird Mode trade seems okay. It's done its job and it got an extra little bit of chip damage onto the desert base. 3 resources here is going to be Sword Strike Gundam. Is going to link pair as well. Doesn't have a bounce target, but does have a reduction target. My Duo's effect means that it can't be reduced. So this is going to be a straight trade, but that's fine for me, I think. I'm not too dissatisfied with how that's gone. We find Bird Mode as well. Right, we'll pass first and see what we get. We get another adult Death Scythe. We actually get fuck all from that search. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can't reorder in actual game. So that leaves us with, what, 6 resources left to go. So we could go Overflowing is 5, then Death Scythe plus Pilot gets us the EX resource refunded back. That seems okay. We find Wing, and we find Wing 0. That doesn't really help. We've got 5 resources still open. So we could go bird mode plus baby death scythe as an option. Just to get some pressure up. They're 2 levels away from wing 0. So I think here... I think I'm going to pitch Death Scythe. I'll play Bird Mode, get another EX resource. I'll play Baby Death Scythe, burn one of them, but we still go to level 8 next turn, ready for Wing 0. And pass, I think. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best case scenario with what we could have gotten with all that filter. We also could have played, there's an argument to play the Underground Desert Base as well, just to see an extra card. But then we don't get double unit on board, or double unit as easily on board. There's Death Scythe of their own. Okay. They can't swing into anything, thankfully, though. It's just past the turn. And we top deck Hero Yui. Okay. I mean, now we go OG Wing, right? Because we swing in here and we survive that attack. Yeah. So we do that. We will link pair up. We get the breach going in as well. So actually, I think this is actually more correct to swing the bird mode first so that we pop the desert base if they've got no action. Yeah, okay. So it's correct to swing the base there because the 2 damage that's left remaining on the base clears it. And now the breach here of the Wing Gundam, as long as this is actually attacking the right target here, which, oh, it's not level 4. Okay. That's slightly annoying. Okay, so a slight misplay there on my part. But either way, I think that's still correct. And if this was a level 4 or lower, that's like still the correct answer. Oh, we got Witch and Brided. Okay. So it bounces our Death Scythe back. I mean, we can still just play this Death Scythe back down onto board. That seems fine. Just keep the tempo. Replay the Death Scythe. Yes, we don't get the attack, but it's now active and they can't swing into it. Okay. So I don't think that was like a misplay, so to speak. Because we still got like what we wanted. We still got some cards out the shield area and the base gone. But definitely if this was a level 4 or lower, that would have been a lot better. Okay, here's now their Wing 0. Now this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay. I mean, we can respond with our own Wing 0. Do I want to, though? We see doubles of war. High maneuver's a bitch. I think what we do here is they're all tapped out of resources, so I think we swing here, get the breach to pop a card in the shield area. Nothing in action. Breaches away an overflowing affection. We're at level 9, so we can just Wing 0 of our own here. I don't hate Desert Base. I like Desert Base here, actually. Gets us an extra card for next turn. Okay, it's a duo. Doesn't really help us, but it's 6 HP at the very least to protect us a little bit more. Now they're sort of either incentivized to swing into the Wing Gundam. Okay, they play their own Desert Base. We've got duo in hand to pair here and clear the way of that, which is fine. They, however, make their guy bigger and then play freedom as well. Thankfully, this is high maneuver. Do pair it, however, so something is going to get a AP's reduction. I've got no action response here. So there's going to be the attack there. We get Wing, but we get the wrong pilot. Okay. What do we do here? Because we can pair clear base, or we can trade Wing 0s. drop wing and double a Frith. 2 cards in hand, so it might just be another wing 0. Again, if it is, then Sag. Only seen one Death Scythe, not seen Path yet. Do I just take the trade? They've got the blocker as well, actually, which is a pain in the ass. They've got the blocker, which lives. And I can't even pilot this to get rid of the blocker. Okay, this is awkward. I think here I've got a... Well, this is a high maneuver, so this gets through no matter what, actually. So I think if I pilot here, actually, this lives. Okay, so I think I pair here. I pair so that this lives. I swing into the Wing Gundam 0. High maneuver, so it can't be blocked by the Freedom. They've got no resources open, so they can't unforeseen me. I live on 1 HP, which is fine. I won't play too heavily into Wing 0. I'll keep 1 Zawart in hand, just in case that one of the 3 cards they have in hand is going to be Wing 0. I mean, yes, the Zawart can't swing into enemy bases. Okay, they're going to Hawk me. Okay. So maybe no Wing 0 coming again here with the Hawk of Endymion. It's going to be bird mode. Okay. So definitely no Wing 0 coming now. Yep, they'll take the swing there. Won't trade, annoyingly. But I can now wing in here, breach 5 to clear the desert base. I just need an actual unit or something. Okay, we top deck Wing 0 again. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Level 10. Yeah, so I suppose we just swing here. Hopefully get rid of this if last card in hand is in action. It's not, so clear this. Breach 5 into desert base, leave it on 1 HP. Play Wing 0, pop their bird mode. Play 1 more Zawart. Pass. And again, just hope that I draw, like, Path or, like, an actual unit or something like that. Later on, they find... Oh, okay, it's going to be like that. It's going to be like this. I mean, if it is just going to be like that, we're way ahead in the race. At the very least. We do draw Path, which is very nice. And we find... Is Death Scythe or Wing better here? I think I prefer Wing in this situation. Yeah, it's 1 more HP, and it's got the breach effect as well. We will swing this into the shield area to get rid of Underground Desert Base. No action step, so that gets rid of that. We'll play Wing. I'm going to hold on to the Zawart here, because it's literally just useless against Wing 0. With that high maneuver, and unless they've got a pair of any description, if they've got pilot of any description, they can't trade into my Wing 0. They just bump. Okay, so they do have a pair. Annoying. Means that my wing doesn't actually kill their 0, does it? No, I'm 1 off, so I need pilot to be able to swing, breach, plays a warp pass. They play the Kusanagi. Okay. And then they play Lefrith. Well, nicely, I can attack into the Lefrith. That's not a great play for them. Because I attack here, pop. Yes, they trade. But I think that's still objectively fine. So I'll attack into the Lefrith. They've got no cards in hand. So there's not going to be anything in action step here. Yeah, I think that Lefrith from them might have been a misplay. I mean, the rest of my turn isn't stellar. It's doubles a wart. Again, I'll play 1. Or do I play the second? That's the second wing 0 now. It depends if they're gonna see, or if they're running more wing 0s. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think I'm in like enough worry or danger here. I just now I'm back in a situation where I need like actual units to swing into. Where are they going with this wing 0 attack? Are they going into shield? Surely not. They're reducing my Zawart down, which, I mean, it doesn't matter because it's high maneuver, so I can't do anything. Leaves it on 1, meaning my Zawart is an easy trade. They play wing. No cards in hand, so there's no pilots come. Okay. We top deck path again. Sure, let's grab Death Scythe here. The big Death Scythe. We will take this easy trade. Because why wouldn't we? Now I feel a little more comfortable, I think, going double unit here and just playing into the possibility of them potentially running multiple copies, like extra copies of 0. Most decks are running 2 at the most now. Okay, so you're going to go active into the Zawart. That's fine, honestly, because top deck any Operation Meteor Pilot and we get First Strike to get rid. We live on 1 HP with the base. They get Ale Strike. Ale is annoying. What do we get? We get Bird Boy. Okay, do we go shields here? Yeah, we go shield here. Yes, they can attack into Bird mode as active, but it's got 2 HP left, so it's a trade even with the breach. Get rid of Hawk of Endymion as the last card. We'll play Bird mode and pass. I mean, yes, they do have to double trade here. And we just have to like draw units out of the wazoo. How many units are we down? We're down what will be 3 bird modes now. A couple of wings, couple of 1-0. I think we're down. I have to trade here, which is okay. I think last card in hand is a wing. We've got like heavy shield advantage though, which is really nice. Okay, we top deck wing 0. We top deck wing 0, which is just kind of crazy. They can't attack into this active, so unless they've got a way to get around the wing 0, if they play base here, yeah, nothing in hand. GG. Very, very close game that ended up being. I think we just had too much tempo there, really. I do like the big blocker package that GW is running sort of now, or a lot of GW decks are running now. I like the idea of it, but I think conceptually, or like in practice, this just like hardcore ramp into the big boys and just having your blockers be weenies is just a little bit more versatile, in all honesty there. I mean, you saw with the Freedom didn't end up doing a bunch, and the Ale Strike was annoying, but we were able to get around it with just sort of pure brute force in the end. And it's helped out by us running 4 copies of Wing 0 as well, which I think you need, honestly. I think 4 Wing 0 is just really, really good and helps with the consistency with Path to Victory or Defeat and things like that. So 3 for 3 in the testing here. We'll go one more. We might as well go one more with that game 2 being a quick concession. So we'll come back very, very soon with what is, I suppose, technically the final. Okay, so last game of the video then. We're going to go rock this time, and we win the dice roll and get second. This seems mulliganable. Honestly, we don't have link pair here. Yeah, this is a mulligan hand. We're not a fan of that one. Unfortunately, that's it's a little unit heavy, but we have overflowing on turn 1 at the very least. So we can make some magic happen. We can make some magic happen here. We've not had a game so far where peaceful timbre has mattered, so I'd like to see that hopefully do a little bit of something in this game. But we'll wait and see. That is really not any better in the early stages. Overflowing into Wing and Wing 0. Okay. We've got to hope that our opponent has an equally slower start. That's not going to happen. They're going to go double 1 cost. Okay, they've got Zaku 2 and Underground Base, which is slightly annoying. We do have Underground Base ourselves if we can't find Lafrith here, which would be the perfect play to get to deal with Zaku 2. But are we going against pure aggro? As Advantage was demonstrated in last week's episode, pure aggro is where this deck really kind of struggles. If you don't go second or you don't have like ways to like turbo ramp, that's where this deck can really, really struggle. As thankfully we're not frozen. My opponent was just taking a little while. Oh my god, okay. Jesus Christ. What on earth is this? Okay, so we'll play Desert Base. We draw into another Desert Base. Oh my god. This isn't good. This is literally the same symptomatic finals that I've been playing, I think, in every single episode of this series so far. This is crazy. They get Bird Mode on 3. They'll get Zaku 2 with its trigger. We'll swing into Underground Desert Base. I can't do anything about it. So it will just be 3. Jeez, this doesn't look good in the early game. Look for something far out. Okay, we are in trouble here. Do I just play another Desert Base? Refresh it, take another damage. I think I might. This is crazy. Okay, we get Tam. I said I wanted Tamba to do something in this matchup. Oh my god. This is also obviously one thing that can be symptomatic and is an issue that the One Piece simulator has as well, as they got another Bird Mode just a turbo ramp. Yeah, this is an issue that the oh my god. Okay, we're in trouble here. Yeah, this is an issue that the other simulator has as well. I actually am gonna need to Tamba this to stop the 5 attack coming through, because I cannot let that happen early. Yeah, this is an issue that the OP simulator has as well. Is that some of the times the randomization and the hands that you can get when shuffling aren't great. But I suppose that's symptomatic of any card game, right? So I can't maybe complain too much. As they're gonna go 3. I for some reason still have Tamba available to me in hand, but I'm not gonna utilize it here because this should essentially be gone. So that's a bug that's in the game at the moment, for sure. We're just going to let this slide as well. We live on 1 damage. We do have plenty of units in hand. We now have Baby Death Scythe, but we don't have the right pilot. We're at level 5. Just Underground Desert Base again. Problem is this and this is going to clear it. I mean, it's more attacks that they're having to chew up. And I get the card in hand at the very least. I'll play this. We will go another Underground Desert Base, because why not? We now get Zawart. Okay. Do I want to burn EX resource for a Zawart, though? I think I'm in a situation. I go to level 6 next turn, which I kind of need to actually start playing the game. I've drawn Triple Death Scythe and Double Wing, which is absolutely absurd. I think I need to play this Zawart, though. As annoying as it is, and just hope that they don't have a way to interact with this. Because at least that way Zawart can jump in front of the Zaku 2. Okay, they have Wing. Do they have Duo? No, they've got Hero. Oh, no, that is the right one. Yeah, Hero. Okay, yeah, we're in trouble. Yeah, we just lose this. because we got overrun and we drew absolutely nothing. We dead drew. Even after overflowing on turn 1 and 3 bases, we still just dead drew, which is crazy. Nope, no action step. Yeah, that's fine. They're gonna 3 into base. Yep, I think we are just way too far behind here. Unless we, okay, we get unforeseen trigger. Doesn't really help us. Actually, we have to activate it, so we'll have to just put it into here. Unless I can cancel this. Okay, I can cancel it. I'll just go into the bin. Because there's no point, even if you're unforeseeing into the bird mode. 1 damage doesn't have to clear a card in the shield area. There goes the 4th death scythe. Jesus Christ. This really was just always going to be Brick City. We finally draw a path to victory or defeat when it just does not matter. We draw wing bird mode, but this game is done. I'm just going to concede. It was blue-green rush in the end, but yeah, they just had like way too much, and we dead drew like fuck in that game. We had overflowing the next turn, but it was not going to matter. Zawart the last card. I mean, just look at that. Like, see, all 4 death scythes seen, 3 wings seen, 1 wing 0, bird mode, and a Tamba that should be in the trash, but is still in my hand anyway, with the sim being bugged for the time being. But that's card games, I suppose. You're gonna dead draw in games here and there, and theoretically as well is very well on theme and on cue. Means that we technically lose another final in an episode of Mission Log. But that was fine, I think. As a kind of wrap up, we'll go back to the actual deck here itself. The deck feels fine. Tamba, I didn't feel like I necessarily missed first contact in those games, so I think I might try Peaceful Tamba on Sunday. I mean, by the time this video is uploaded, the game will be more than well underway. The Newtype challenge will be more than well underway. Hopefully, I'll be walking away with an aerial rebuild prize card. But I'll definitely be doing a little bit more testing off camera as well with GDSim. Reviews and thoughts on GDSim. It's cool. Animation wise, it's really slick. There's just a couple of things that need to be polished up. The Peaceful Tamba bug there, the Peaceful Tamba sticking in my hand and not going into the trash, that really needs to be addressed. The crashing bug after every game, I don't know whether that's just me or whether that's other people that are experiencing that as well. Let me know down below in the comments if so, and hopefully we can show this video as example to the developers of GDSim, and hopefully they can get that addressed and fixed if it is a common problem. And then the targeting things to be polished up as well, just making sure that the targets are nice and clear to people, especially when there's so much going on in a game like Gundam. But overall thoughts, I like it. It's presented really nicely. The deck builder's nice and intuitive. The animations are really nice and slick. I like the Link animation. That's really cool. So yeah, absolutely. You know, this is a 0.006 version as well. This isn't even like official version 1 of this simulator as well. So massive thumbs up and massive credit to the developers of GDSim for putting this together and giving us a starting block for online play. Which means that is going to do it for this technical episode of Gundam card game Mission Log. If you have enjoyed it, please do go ahead and consider dropping a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well, so that you do not miss out on future Gundam card game and other TCG related videos. As I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, I need to get in touch with the organizers and the TOs to see if I'm going to be okay with filming my games during the Newtype challenge itself. If not, I'll have a recap video. We'll do a sit-down chat, maybe over some sim gameplay or something like that, and go over how it went with some vlog clips and something like that. I'll figure something out. We won't miss out too much. But until that point in time, thank you so much for watching. If you are playing or have played in a Newtype challenge this weekend, good luck. Hope you've done well. Let me know your results in the comment section below as well. But until we see each other next, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.